welcome to On Time Cooking, our season finale, VPN Foundation. My name is Elena Esken. I'm the host and the food judge for tonight. May I introduce our chef, Kyle. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. Welcome here.
Thank you.
Yes, and our musicians, John Dixon. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself? Yes, and our beautiful Kimi Tortuga. Hello.
How's it going?
Ah, very fine, very fine. And our Sarasota Slim, welcome here to our cooking show. All right, and our beautiful co-host Bernadette Brown as always. Welcome, welcome again.
Thank you. Welcome, Chef Kyle.
Yes, and our special guest Robert. Yes, good to have you here again. Yes.
Good to be here.
Right.
Thanks for having me.
Well, so what are we cooking tonight?
We are gonna start off with a coconut curry chicken, and then my next dish will be a pearl couscous with quinoa and vegetables.
Oh wow, okay. I'm very excited to try it later. All right, then I will take a seat and I will leave you alone. Enjoy the kitchen for yourself and I will be watching you.
Thank you.
That was good.
For now, what we want to do is heat up our pan, and for our chicken, because our chicken's gonna take the longest. And once the pan is heated up, we want to put our chicken in. We don't want to put our chicken in with oil and the pan not heated up, because all the chicken's gonna do is suck up all that oil, and you're not gonna get a good sear. You're gonna get oil infused chicken. That's what you're gonna get. So it's very important to heat up your pan, and before you put any meat, you want a nice sear. So
Nice tip. Welcome back, Kyle. It's good to see you and
Thank
have
you.
back in the kitchen.
That's
I am glad to be here.
interesting.
Yeah, and welcome to Robert.
Thanks
Thanks for being here. Yeah, you're coming here to eat, right?
Of course.
Right? Yeah, that already. I didn't know that about a hot pan and not putting it right into the oil. I don't know why I didn't know that. Makes sense. That's why you learn here.
So
And I
what?
put the lid on the pan so it can trap the heat, so it can cook a lot quicker. So hopefully it'll be done in time. We'll see.
Oh, it will. You're here.
Oh,
will.
Thank you. Thank you.
It will.
And now, since this is cooking, what I'm gonna do is add my quinoa and my pearl couscous
It just sounds so good already
That's so
to me.
interesting. A mix of both. I
Right.
never heard of
Pan,
it before.
and
Interesting.
quinoa and
Always up
pearl
for fresh
couscous
ingredients.
really does not need to be cooked anymore. If you add some liquid, like right above the line where your couscous and quinoa are, and let it soak up, let it heat up, and fluff it every now and then with a fork. In minutes, it should be all right.
So how long do you cook it?
You could cook it. You could put it on the heat for a little bit if you wanted to, but I have no heat underneath the pan. I just am letting the chicken stock.
okay.
That's what I have in here, chicken stock instead of water, because it adds flavor also. Instead of trying to add something and all you're getting is the flavor on top of your couscous or on top of your whatever you're cooking. The chicken stock will go right into the couscous and the quinoa and flavor
And
it
get that
within.
flavor.
So you don't cook it?
It cooks by itself. It's cooked
really?
in boiling
okay.
water. Once you get the water boiled,
Okay, so for how long do you cook it? How many minutes?
usually once you see the water evaporate, it's pretty much done. You can always taste
right,
it.
so
If
it's
it's soft,
done.
it'll be close to done. And you can always, if
wow, I never
if
knew.
you
I
don't
never
have
made this
time
before.
to do that, if you want it done quicker, you could always turn up the burner and cook it a little bit longer and let it boil. But once it starts the water evaporating, that means it's almost done. You want to be very careful, because you can easily overcook it and it'll be like a gooey
And
mess,
too,
sticky.
right, too cooked,
Yeah.
like overcooked.
So it's not like rice. You don't cook it for 30 minutes like
No,
rice.
no, you don't have to.
Wow.
You-
Okay, that's
Remember,
very
this is
good.
a
Yeah.
30-minute, on-time cooking, so it's got to be under.
I know.
time.
It's
You know,
actually
gotta be
good
under-
though
Couldn't
because
make it on the show. It took 20, 30 minutes.
I think it's good. It doesn't take long. It's perfect, because I don't like to cook too
there you
long,
go.
so it's a very quick and fast
Take
meal.
notes. Or watch that
Yes,
show.
that's perfect. That's something that I would do at home for sure.
Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
It does
It's
sound
the
good.
under 30-minute meal.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's great.
It looks yummy. I think the big challenge you have there is just making sure they all have surface area on the
Yes,
pan, right?
yes. And that's another thing. You can always move the chicken around if one's getting browner than the other.
Right.
It's very, very easy. And obviously you can see the ones on the sides aren't getting as much, so you just move them around a little bit, play with
Plain
it
chicken.
until everything starts searing evenly.
And then you're counting on the steam coming off the chicken to help
Yep.
increase the cooking speed.
Exactly.
For the lid too. That's why the lid keeps on heating there. That's great.
And here's our cream, which I'm gonna add later. And with our chicken stock, I like to add chicken stock to the chicken. Obviously, you don't want to add beef stock to the chicken stock or vegetable stock
Well
to the
put.
chicken stock.
Well put.
I mean chicken. But I like to add that same thing as I was adding to the couscous. It's gonna add flavor. It's a lot less seasoning that I put in
Got
because
it.
you get that flavor
But
naturally.
add moisture
Without-
to increase your steam content.
There you
Yes,
go.
yes.
Without all the seasoning.
Yes.
Just
And you're saving I see you're saving a lot of your flavoring ingredients. You save them till the end.
Yes, yes. You'll see the vegetables I'm going to be saving for a little bit until this is done. The coconut will be
Smells
going with the curry chicken, obviously. So everything is going to plan.
So Kyle, since you've been here last, it's been a little while, so it's nice to have you back.
Thank you.
So give us just a little, where have you been?
Well, let's see. Where haven't I been? Put it that way. Well, let's see. I work at a hospital now. I cook at a hospital, St. Anthony's Hospital. And also, I work at HSN as a culinary specialist. Pretty much, I set
Wow.
up the food, set up the tables, make sure everything looks nice for the host and the chefs that are out there.
Sounds fun.
Your
Sounds fun.
presentation's good.
Oh yeah.
The artist
I
and
hope
This
so.
is it.
it's awesome.
It's coming up.
And I was
It's coming
surprised to hear that you were in a sport that I would have never imagined you.
Yes.
Was that like a passion of yours?
Yeah, growing up in Minnesota, I played hockey for a long time, and I grew up with hockey, and I still love it. I still love it. It's just, I found a new passion, cooking, but I
nice.
still love hockey.
And what is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is clams and linguine. That is the first dish I actually learned how to cook outside of Disney. And I just fell in love with it. It was so easy, so
Yeah.
simple. And I think that's the first show
Very
that I
tasty.
did,
I think so.
clams and linguine.
I think you're right.
And I did
remember
it
that.
under 30 minutes. Thank you, Mom.
Of course. And which
Have
she's
to
going
add
to
a
do again
link to
today.
The show. We have a link to that old show. So people can-
Oh, it
always
was
see our
very,
shows.
very entertaining.
So you know that speaking of time, we are still doing time, so we'll let you
Yes.
know how we're doing. So, yeah. But yes, thanks for bringing that up because you can always view our shows on vpnfoundation.org. Follow the link to On Time Cooking. Absolutely. How you doing? Sitting up here.
I'm doing just fine. Can't wait to try the food.
I know.
Yes, very appetizing.
much.
It looks very delicious.
Absolutely.
Especially the coconut.
I know. I love. See, I
Me
love
too.
coconut.
One of my favorites. So
I think there's someone here that needs to learn how to brown coconut. Though. Isn't there someone that needs to
Yeah,
know how to
it's very
brown?
difficult to brown
Yes. So
chicken.
there'll be a lesson.
Now, once I got that nice sear on my chicken, I want to start adding my stock to help it hurry up and cook. So
Right away.
obviously the steam's going to help it.
Why do you have to add the stock though?
Adding the stock, that's what gives the curry. That helps. You can, with curry, you can add water, you can add chicken stock, you can add vegetable stock, depending on what kind of curry you're gonna do. Or if you're gonna do a vegetable curry, or if you're going to do a chicken curry, a fish curry.
Okay.
There's tons of curries.
So
Got
what
it.
curry do
Okay.
you use?
I like to use golden curry. You can get it at Publix. You can also make your curry, but doing that, you would need different spices.
Right.
It's
More involved.
very labor intensive.
Oh yeah. So there is different kinds of curry. So which
yes.
exactly do you use?
I use hot curry.
No. Okay.
Because
Okay.
I like to use hot curry because I'm usually doing coconut curry. So I use the coconut cream to tame down the hotness, and it still gives it that bite.
Got it. That's nice.
And for those people who can't take the strong heat, there's mild and there's regular curry.
Right.
Even though that, I think the name curry scares a lot of people.
It's their first taste of it. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep,
Right.
and they think it's hot,
Yep.
and it's going to be hot. But not all curries are hot.
So you
Right,
recommend to use hot curry? Okay, for the
You're
dish.
putting it in your stock, from what I'm getting. Is that
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the curry with the chicken.
okay.
So-
You've got that set aside. That's not in
Yep.
play yet.
It's not there
Nope,
yet.
not
Right.
yet.
In play. You're right. There's some good music in the background, by the way, everyone, so enjoy it too. And we've got 5 minutes to go.
Oh wow. Okay. Time goes by fast.
Almost heading to that
Pressure's
halftime.
on.
All right, pressure is on. Yeah.
So you said you worked with Disney. What do you think you pulled out of that experience?
A lot of cooking experience, a lot of growing up. Pretty much at that time I was 19 years old, so I started realizing what I needed to do to succeed in cooking, succeed in restaurants by themselves, and knowing what I want to do in restaurants, what I don't want to do in restaurants.
So it helped you find your passion.
Yes, yes.
That always sounds like an exciting experience, though.
Oh, yeah,
At that age,
Oh, sorry.
sounds exciting. Brought you to us.
Well, I initially thought it would be like a creative impact on you, but you're saying that it wasn't really that. It was more just technical,
Yeah,
real world.
Yeah, for me, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to learn how to succeed and more or less, just like everybody else, make money. But more than anything, do the basics and do the basics well. Then the creative side will come.
And you are creative. Cooks are creative.
Thank you.
It's an art, so they are creative, absolutely. What smells delicious
Now-
in here?
I'm gonna add the curry.
It's also the curry paste.
Yes.
That was creative because it's a paste. That was very creative. I did not realize that it came in a paste.
Yes, curry can come in a paste or a powder, depending
Right.
on what you like to use, what you're used to. I've used both, and I think the paste is more intensified, put it that way, than the powder. The powder is good, trust me, the powder is good, but it's
I can understand that. Okay, well
Now,
that's
would that
very
make a difference
interesting.
on which curry you were using, whether you want a powder or a paste?
no, not really. Both have hot, both have mild, both have medium. I think it's more compact. The flavor is more compact in the paste. The powder is just loose. If that makes any sense, yes. It's almost like when you're
parsley and fresh
yes,
parsley.
yes. You're gonna use a lot more dried parsley
Sure,
to
for the taste.
the taste to
Right.
get your taste than a fresh parsley.
Right.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Very good. Thank you for all those tips, Kyle. That's awesome. So this is a dish you've cooked before.
Yes.
Yeah.
A dish actually I cooked before plenty of times, especially
Sounds
at
so
home, and I loved it, and
It sounds so good.
everybody else really liked it. So
That sounds good. So it doesn't matter what cut of chicken that you use. I mean,
No, well, no, not really.
Okay.
Not really. You could use. I recommend either a chicken legs, or I would recommend very good is thighs.
yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't
That's what I was
recommend
thinking.
breasts because
So I
they
was thinking
tend to be too dry.
Got it.
So if I did like boneless, skinless chicken breast, like it would be too dry. Or
Well, if you're gonna eat them right away, then that's fine. But if it's gonna sit like if you're doing it for company and they might have bottled wine or something like that, they might tend to dry out because the chicken breast, depending on what you can get thick ones, you can
Right.
get thin ones. But I would recommend something with a bone or
Yeah.
some meatier piece of meat to actually take up that curry.
And we have 1 minute until we're gonna visit you real quick. Already. Yeah, you're getting ready to get up, aren't you?
Yes.
It does smell delicious. I'm
I
anxious
see
to
how
taste
that's
this.
now looking.
Yep. Now the couscous and the quinoa are puffed up, and I turn the heat on a little bit just to hurry it up. And the good thing about this, once you get it to this stage, when it's all fluffy and it's not mush, you can let it sit. Quinoa and couscous are good like cold after you cook them,
Right.
obviously.
They are.
Especially in salads, cold salads.
Very, yes.
And also I do like them hot, but like I said, when you do them hot, you
I'm
want.
sorry. You can go on. I'm sorry.
When you
I had to
do
it.
them hot, you want to make sure that they are fluffy and take them off the heat if you have them on the heat.
All right. So that looks already very delicious.
Thank you.
Yes. So what do you think? Will you finish on time?
I hope so.
Yes, I hope so too.
Yeah, 'cause you're hungry.
Yes. Okay. All right. Good. Bernadette will take over. We'll have a small break, and then I will be back to try your food.
Awesome.
Are you ready for it?
Okay.
Okay. Me too.
Well, again, we want to thank you, Chef Kyle, for being here. Thank you, Robert,
You're so
for being our
welcome.
guest.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
for
you,
having me.
Elena, for
Yes,
hosting, and
yes.
our musicians
Thank you
over
so
there.
much.
Thank you all who are viewing us right now. We really always appreciate you visiting us. Don't forget to visit vpnfoundation.org and click on the link to On Time Cooking and visit any of our past shows and for the recipes. We want to thank Blue Water Studios for allowing us to use this most beautiful kitchen tonight for our season finale of season 9.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we also want to thank our Florida Film Commissioner for facilitating the use of this beautiful kitchen. So thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Let's just sit back. Let's Kyle do his magic, and let's listen to some awesome music from our trio of musicians, Sarasota Slim, Judy Tortuga, and John Dash Dixon.
Yes.
Let's hear that.
Beautiful.
Take
Ready? I can see you there, boarding golf patrols that are everywhere. In reality, is you my friend, who's afraid of loss and unwilling to bend. Stuck in this paradox, it's one way or the other. I just can't lie.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
That was wonderful. Chef Kyle, that means we're back to you.
Thank you.
Looking good.
Yes.
Awesome. Now you can see our couscous and our vegetables are all set. Pretty much how you want to stir couscous, which I found out the best way, is with a fork. Now you can do it with a spoon. You can. I'm not saying you can't, but it alleviates the clumps that couscous is known to do. So if you could use a whisk too, but forks I think come in a lot handier.
I understand that. I was actually taught, like with rice and grains, to always use a fork.
That makes sense.
So it does. It
Yep.
really does. What vegetables did you actually put in there? What was your vegetable mixture?
I put in peppers, onions, and a little bit of parsley.
Okay.
Fresh parsley.
Thank you. Thank you.
And same thing with the curry. What I did was added a little bit of peppers for color,
Ooh, is that
and
good?
I added a little bit of parsley for color since it's Christmas.
So you don't use onions for the dish? Onions or garlic?
You could. If I was making
I like to
it,
use always onions. I'm asking.
What the couscous?
if I
Well,
was
actually, it does have onions with
Yeah, they're in the couscous.
Yes,
Yes.
there is, yes.
Yes, okay.
red onion. Sauce.
Yes, I haven't noticed the onions. I usually have
we got
big
it.
chunks of onions always, like mostly onions in my dish.
It's one of the on-time cooking secrets right here.
Never can come without one.
Never without one.
So you also use garlic, yes?
Yeah, you can use garlic. I like the reason why I use the paste and stuff. A lot of it, ingredients, onions, garlics are in the paste.
Everything in there.
So
yeah.
I try not to overpower,
Right.
Because garlic and
star-
onions
the
can-
star of the dish,
Yeah,
right?
can overpower
Right.
the curry, depending on
I'm okay with
Yeah.
garlic overpowering anything. So
Yes.
nice garlic.
and
It's a blood builder.
exactly. And the thing is that you just want to have that good curry taste. But if I was doing it from scratch, yeah, I would add garlic, add onion, add a bunch of other stuff.
We're okay. You'll be
Look,
fine.
it's smelling
It's gonna
wonderful.
taste.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm not worried, just asking.
No
She's okay.
problem.
She's
I know, right?
onions present.
No
Yeah.
problem asking questions. I have no problem asking questions.
Okay, so you're gonna take us to the stretch here, and
And what we have, our curry chicken looks really good. I'm gonna
that's
just
whatever.
leave it cook all the way to the end and let it boil.
I noticed when you added the paste, you really didn't worry about mixing it together or just letting it mix
No,
as it was.
yeah. That's what I'm doing is just, it'll boil and it'll break down that paste, the water and the coconut cream will break it down, and the
that
heat.
sounds so good.
And you're keeping it in a steam
Incredible.
fashion now. You're making sure it's sealed.
Yeah.
At some point, do you crack that and let some of it steam off to steam
You
it down a
you
little bit?
can smell up your house of curry if you wanted to. A lot of people like that, and some people don't. But I'm on a time crunch now, so I
Yes,
try
you are.
to
On that
keep it
crunch.
heat.
We're on the downside right now.
Exactly. But
Kyle.
if I'm at home, yeah, certainly I'll lift up the lid and just
Cook it down, make it a
Yeah.
thicker sauce.
cook it down and just leave it. Just put it on maybe
It
a little
smells
bit
so good. I
medium.
can't get over it.
Oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
smells delicious.
But
looks really easy to do
it's
and fun.
it is very easy. Everybody saw it. It's basically a one pan deal. That's what I love about it. Basically, you're just cleaning this one pan.
And we're at 7 minutes right now, by the way.
7
So-
minutes to go.
Yeah, 7 minutes to go.
And also, if you want to be creative, instead of, you could actually do your vegetable and have curry vegetable once everything's cooked,
Oh,
and
yes.
take out the chicken and
Yes.
add maybe cauliflower, broccoli, and
Sounds
saute it
great.
off and have curry vegetable.
Sounds
And there you go.
absolutely
You don't have to dirty another pan.
You got that right.
There you go.
Right. That's awesome. Great
But
tip.
yeah, that's why I like these one pan meals. Put it that way.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
On on-time
What-
cooking.
What's your second favorite meal?
My second favorite meal
Oh,
to
you
make
can put him on the spot here.
to make is
Second that one.
the. I think I did it for I think my second show that I was on, portobello mushroom
Oh,
sandwich,
those were
which
so good.
which you guys loved, and
yes. Those were
I really
delicious.
like that. I learned that when I was probably about maybe 21 years old at a restaurant in Orlando, and I just loved it. And I put my own spin on it. I
that's
added
really
different kind of
wonderful.
cheese on it, put a little bit different greens on it. I used a softer bread, and it came out great. I loved
It
it.
sure did. That was one of our favorites.
Aw.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
remember
you.
that. We remember that
You can
one.
tell by her expression she's still getting over
I'm still
the one
tasty.
week
Oh, I
of
won't get over
that.
that.
Paul and I would cook that all the time.
Really?
See?
Sounds like you
Wow.
gotta come back and make that now.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
I am happy.
So
That
everybody
makes me
wants that
happy.
recipe. We're having them posted at VPN.org, so foundation.org. So don't forget that. We're not going to
Good.
forget you.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, we'll let everyone know those recipes.
Good. And
So-
then my third one would be I think it was the second show that I did. Shrimp and grits.
Oh,
Shrimp and
those
cheesy
were
grits.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds unique.
Yes. Unique. No, you haven't had shrimp and grits. Well, you haven't had them by
I haven't.
Chef Kyle.
Well, I haven't had shrimp and grits, but not by Chef Kyle.
Oh my.
I did.
yeah.
Or cheesy grits.
che-
I've had cheesy grits
and
too,
that's
so
that's
I've
the
been
one thing
neglecting.
you have to have cheesy
What
grits.
kind of life have you been leading?
You have to have cheesy grits with it. It just is really good. And I can't remember what vegetable I did. All I remember was I think I did corn and something else and sauteed them all together. Put that on the plate, put the cheese grits on top, then put the shrimp like a crown on top of
You
that.
did put a crown on top. I couldn't get past the shrimp and the grits, so.
Thank you.
So what do you have at the end of the other side of your pan?
Now, what I have is shaved coconut, which basically it's coconut that you can get at Publix, and I put it in a pan and just browned it off. And
4 minutes too, Kyle, by the way. So go right
And
ahead.
I have peppers, which I added to my curry, which gives it a really good color. And then I cut up some parsley, which is another
Okay.
good idea for garnishing.
You can use fresh parsley, I think.
Yes, yes. Nothing but fresh.
So I know you were mentioning in your job that you did have at Disney and you really learned a lot of creativity and growing up there. So is that going to take you into the plating that you really
Actually, what I learned, really quick story, what I learned at Disney is how to get by and how to do things fast and get them done quick.
Yes.
Large
Now,
quantities, I would imagine.
exactly, very large quantity.
God.
When you go to work and your chef comes up to you and says, all right, you guys are on break because we have on reservations 5,500 people, and you have to knock it out between
Okay.
4 p.m. and 12
Alrighty
12
then.
a.m.
That's
and
called
that's
teamwork.
exactly, and that's on reservations. But my plating and everything that I can't say everything I learned. A lot I learned was from Ducks, which is the Peabody Orlando,
Oh, yes.
which
Yes.
we did exactly on the books. If you had 12 people, we cooked for 12 people, we went home. We could spend an hour, we could spend 2 hours, we would go home. We could come to work and say, you know what, nobody reserved, go home. Because the thing is that we cooked fresh, there was no freezer, we had everything brought in fresh, and then if we had an empty cooler, that was a good day.
You have a 2-minute warning right now.
All
This
right.
is a good night.
All right.
You've got 2 minutes here.
Well, it seems like that really benefits you now with what you're doing.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
it
It does.
sounds like it.
Everywhere I went, the past 30 some years, every restaurant, a lot of people say jumping from job to job is not good, which I understand. Like my dad was a banker. I understand you can't jump from job to job. But I disagree in cooking. In cooking, you stay at one job, you know that cuisine, you know that style of cooking. you don't know what Disney does. You don't know what Wolfgang does. You don't know what certain areas do. You've heard of sushi, but you never did sushi.
Right.
You've cooked Japanese food, but you heard of Japanese food, you never cooked it. Same, and French and stuff like that. If you don't go off and do those things, I'm not saying go spend a month and then quit and go get another job, but
Got 1 minute.
if you like what you do and you want to expand on what you do and have more knowledge, you go to different places.
Always be learning.
Yep, always be learning. That's the one thing about chefs and cooks. You always want to be learning. There's always something new. And the thing is that I learned from a very, very young age, your idea is never a unique idea. Somebody else done a
you're
form
right.
of it. And the thing is, don't take offense to it. It is what it is. It happens.
So we can have the plate up here. So this is the exciting part, right, Elena? When the food comes onto the plate. It's the exciting part. Been waiting for this, right? Yeah, don't take a bite of that.
Your life has been a progression. The universe kind of just
We
continues to
are-
get you prepared for the next step.
We are done. It is the
Okay.
30 minutes.
So, time is up.
Yes.
Good.
I'm back.
You like right to the edge.
So, did we finish
right to
everything
the
on
edge.
time?
Everything is finished.
Just
It looks
okay.
great. I love the fresh ingredients. I like the coloring.
Oh man, goodness. I'm scared to try it. If I like it too much, I'm probably gonna eat it all. Okay, who would like to come over here and try it with me?
We'll have our guest Robert go over there.
Or should I try first?
You try
I'll
first. And then Robert.
Amazing, guys. I'm
You want to
telling
go
you.
head up and try that?
You definitely
go.
should
Sure.
cook it sometime.
You
Yes, come
go right
on.
to the last
Take
second, Kyle.
take a fork.
Awesome.
Let's try
We'll get a little bit of.
some of the meat. Actually, I want to try some chicken
Yeah, you gotta have
as
chicken with
well.
it. It's curry chicken.
Yes, curry chicken.
I'll wait for you.
Really looks so
Yeah?
good.
Thank you.
It smells
Okay,
amazing.
let's
It
eat.
doesn't smell
Cheers.
overly curry. Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Curry. It's a new word.
Very nice. Okay.
It's great because it has the curry flavor, but it's not like curry.
Potent.
You know, that so many people are afraid of.
Exactly.
It's great. It's very
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you. I
Very well
appreciate
done.
that.
Yes,
just
who else
sounds
wants
so
to try?
She wants to try. She's over the
I
room.
do. Where's?
Dying
I
for
need a
some. We need
fork.
some more forks.
We need some more forks.
I need a
Yes.
fork.
Okay, here you go.
Let's
You
do
want to
this.
take this?
Bring this over
Oh,
here.
With
can we
you.
get the
And
plate?
we've got a
Yes.
fork coming.
Good.
A forthcoming fork. Oh my gosh, I usually don't get to do this on camera, so this is kind of fun. As I take 5 minutes to do
Tell me,
it.
yeah, Robert,
Is it real spicy or what?
is it something that you would like to cook at home?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? You think you would do
Oh
it?
my
Yeah?
gosh.
I would definitely cook it at
Go
home.
ahead, talk.
Like I said, it's not overwhelming.
easy.
I'm with him though at home.
Yeah.
I think I would kick it up a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, I like this perfect.
It's actually not spicy at all. You
I
use
like it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You like to
the seasoning.
spicy
Tastes a little bit
curry,
more than
but I
But,
didn't.
but it's great because
Yes.
Thank you.
the mark he was shooting for you definitely hit.
And that's what I like. It's
more
a
bite.
basic coconut curry. Now you could add sriracha to it. You could add more hot peppers to it. And this is your base. And if you don't want it that hot, you can leave it like that. But
This
if you
is
want it hot,
awesome.
Yes, but what if I wanted more hot?
oh yeah, you can add hot sauce. You
Hot
can add
sauce.
whatever hot stuff you like. Jalapeno peppers if you want.
Oh, okay,
and just let it
okay.
let it cook a little bit longer. And then
Put some raw diced
Yep.
jalapenos.
You
in
could
there.
put
And your
Pick 'em
garlic.
up.
yep. You could put
Yeah,
your garlic.
kick some
you could
garlic
put-
would also heat it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I could definitely.
It's delicious.
So what do you think about the ingredients? Intimidating for you guys?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Yes?
No.
Easy to make for you?
Oh, I would
Yeah,
do
you
it in
think
a
you would-
heartbeat.
you
He's
could
got
handle
some
it?
dicing. The prep was easy to do, and the cooking was 30 minutes.
Do we need to
Okay.
have anyone else come up here to learn how to
I think
the
that
brown
somebody needs to learn how to
coconuts?
brown
Yeah.
Are we supposed to have
coconut.
someone
Yeah, I
up
think
here to
someone
brown
needs
coconuts?
Exactly.
He doesn't even
So
know how
what
to
is
brown
about
coconut.
the difficulty level. So you're saying it's something that you would do home?
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
cook home. So
And just for the audience, for the brown coconut, you simply put it in there and you stir it right, and
Yep, you just
it gets
stir it,
brown,
yep.
stir it left, it gets brown.
Yep, and once it gets this color, brown, you're done. Take it off the heat.
Done.
And you're done.
It's really
It's very
delicious.
simple. No
Very,
butter,
very
no
good.
nothing.
Impressed.
Yep.
Thank you.
Very nice job.
Thank you.
Love it.
yes, good job. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
yes. All right, thank you guys so much for helping
Thank
me
you.
with tasting.
Keep this over here.
Yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed it tonight. So, yes, thank you for being here. And is there anything you would like to tell us at the end?
Thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching. And I hope everyone has a happy holiday and hopefully see you next year.
Yes, guys. So, thank you for being here with us, and I will see you next time.
Good night, everybody.